Hi there, Julie Russo here, creator of Structures of Equality, where we're making sense of math stories. If you're new to structures, they're a reading comprehension tool that helps students better understand number stories. Before we get started, make sure you remember to subscribe to my channel below. I post weekly videos with actionable tips. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified when they're available. This story comes from a document that my state shares to help teachers better understand the types of problems we need to be doing with our students. And they refer to it as a compare bigger unknown. Now, I wouldn't ask my kids to identify that, but it's important that teachers understand the different types of stories that are available and that we should be teaching. It says, Juan has 3 pencils. Brielle has 2 more than Juan. How many pencils does Brielle have? So the first thing that I would do with this problem is I would ask the students about the characters, the setting, if there's any action occurring, and what the math main idea is. This math main idea describes comparing 2 unique sets, Brielle's pencils to Juan's pencils. Once I have that understanding, once the students understand that, we know that we're going to use a comparison structure of equality. So the next thing I would do is make sure students have strips in their hands. And I would ask them, you have 2 strips. Hold the strip up that represents Brielle's pencils. And you'll know at a glance very quickly if they understand what this representation is. The longer strip represents Brielle's pencils. I'd ask them why, and they'd say, hopefully, the story says Brielle has 2 more pencils than Juan. So that means she has more. And Juan must have fewer, which is complicated for students to understand, some students. So if one student has more, the other student must have less. So once we understand that the white strip represents Brielle's pencils, I would go ahead and have them write Brielle's name on that white strip. And if the white strip is Brielle's, then the pink one must be Juan's. The story tells us that Juan has 3 pencils, okay? So I know, using my line of equality, that up until that point, Brielle's pencils are equal to Juan's pencils. So I can write the 3 right there. The story also says that Brielle has 2 more than Juan. Oftentimes when you ask students where the more is, they're going to tell you this whole strip right here. But that's not accurate. The more is the extra part that Brielle has, and that's over here. 2 more. More. That part's over here. So using that line of equality helps me see that I can decompose Brielle's pencils into the pencils that are equal to Juan's pencils and the more pencils that she has. And the question asks, how many pencils does Brielle have? This visual helps us see how many pencils Brielle does in fact have. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend or check out the other videos I have available on my channel. For more free resources, join my email list and Facebook community. You can find the links below.